Hello, my name is Nicole Peterson, and my senior thesis project is over water scarcity and its effects. Um, I chose this topic because it was just more in depth on what I did in my integrative course, and I thought the information was pretty interesting, and it's definitely something that needs to be studied through more disciplines, and more things need to happen to kind of solve this issue. Um, the two disciplines that I chose to integrate in this was human resource development and human development and family studies. And I thought these two were perfect in this because water scarcity affects us in so many different ways. Um, and it's important to be able to look at this through the expertise of all sorts of disciplines. Um, Corporations must really play a role in using fresh water efficiently and in their production and everyday business. Water is a very important corporate resource, and human resource must manage and address the issue. Incorporating new policies and procedures that use water more efficiently with less pollution helps lessen the problem of many individuals' access to fresh water. If fresh water can be established as a natural right, the corporations have no choice but to confront the issues and implement better policies. Corporations must acknowledge water as a limited resource and play their role in improving the issue instead of ignoring or creating greater stress in this crisis. Implementing the expertise of multiple disciplines to better understand the problem at hand is the only way to begin to start solving this complex issue. They are complex problems because they require experts to study. When addressing a complex issue, an interdisciplinary approach is an effective way to research the problem. Looking at complex problems through one discipline does not provide well-rounded research or multiple points of view. Approaching a problem from multiple disciplines opens consideration that one or the other discipline has not taken into effect. These considerations must be integrated to create well-rounded possible solutions to this issue. Water scarcity is an issue that can be studied through many disciplines. Each discipline addressed in the issue through their own point of view and provide alternate solutions and considerations for the same issue. Human resource development establishes the obligations that corporations have in water consumption and proper usage. This discipline considers the role effect in their water usage has on water scarcity. Human development analyzes the issues of water scarcity through the consideration of the health and well-being of human beings. It addresses the issues of the right to water and its effect on health and the consequences it plays in human development. In this ever-evolving world, there are new challenges and needs for human resource development. Human resource development can play a role in the process of globalization as well as helping underdeveloped countries in modernization. Human resource development can be the foundation for infrastructure needed in underdeveloped countries. When proper procedures are put in place, natural resources such as water can be made accessible for the company and for the community. Contribution of human resource development in developing countries helps with planning regarding scarcity of natural resources and other biological problems. Human resource development can improve standards of living in underdeveloped communities when they plan accordingly. Change is required from human resource development to change from doing business the old way to the new. For human resource development to establish parameters regarding water, it must be recognized as a valuable corporate resource. Human resource development must implement plans and procedures to assure companies and individuals' access to water is protected and regulated. Corporate human resource must bring recognition to environmental practices, especially those involving limited resources like water. Creating a mission statement or goal that possesses an environmentally considerate culture is the foundation for better practices. Corporations must adopt new and improved ways of reducing and reusing water because of the scarcity. If all corporations could do this, it would be huge for the environment and for humanity. The problem with scarcity has a direct relation to policy failure that include distribution and overconsumption. The crisis must be improved by better management of water throughout communities and companies. Access to fresh water, sanitation, and water treatment is a human development crisis in many underdeveloped countries. Underdeveloped countries cannot afford infrastructure required to provide safe drinking. Point of use water treatment is the most cost-effective way to address this issue. Establishing water as a natural right is essential in addressing the issue of water scarcity. Every human has the right to the adequate standard of living and well-being. Water has a direct correlation with human development. Water and sanitation for communities and countries are important for them to strive, and policies are needed to help develop this. Water shortage is a worldwide humanitarian problem. Many diseases and viruses are transmitted through unsanitary conditions and unsafe drinking water. Human development is affected by the shortage of fresh water. Many of the illnesses and deaths from water-related illnesses can be prevented by proper sanitation and filtration. In order to understand any problem that is complex, it must be looked at through multiple disciplines. Human development and family studies provides research on policies that concern themselves with the well-being of people and their access to water and proper sanitation. Human resource development plays a similar role, but is focused on the well-being of the company first and how to implement better policies and procedures. There needs to be more discussion in corporations in order to create better ways to combat the water scarcity issue while remaining profitable and using findings of human development and family studies as a resource. Water is a valuable resource and is key to the healthy development of humanity. There needs to be more education and training on the dangers of not having access to fresh water while corporations step in and do their part. Observing this issue from human resource development and human development and family studies exposes the lack of concern that modern society has in relation to water scarcity. More invested time is needed in the future to establish more procedures to assure water as a basic right and the responsibilities to corporations to treat it as such. This research can be used as foundational research to support the realization of the water crisis. It displays the negative effects on health and the challenges of creating infrastructure for access to the lack of overall corporate policies to combat the issue. Additional research from other disciplines is needed to address this never-ending crisis of water scarcity. By looking at this problem through the perspectives of multiple disciplines and their expertise, one can see how to address the issues and begin to have more rounded understanding to combat it. Any issue that is complex requires the use of multiple disciplines to even begin to understand the severity of the issue and how to begin to solve it. You can't just look at something complex through one set of eyes. It definitely has to be studied and looked at through multiple different views and the expertise of many different people just to begin to address the issue. And water scarcity is definitely something that is going to continue if corporations cannot add in policies and procedures, and we have to educate the people on how severe this problem can be for human development. Thank you.